If you occasionally have bad breath, also known as halitosis, you're not alone. Research has shown that third to dental cavity and gum diseases, halitosis is the third reason why people visit the hospital for dental care. 50% of adults have halitosis, bad breath, from time to time. And the major cause of this is from the mouth. I'll be taking this video to discuss more about this. My name is Dr. Kelly, and you're welcome to Prime Health 360. Welcome back. Let's take a moment and think of one of the worst smells we know, like rotten food, the dustbin smell, or gutter smell. What do all those things have in common? Active bacteria. Now, here's what happens. Bacteria lives in the moist, rich environment of the mouth. They love to stay there. And we have good and bad bacteria. The good bacteria, we call them the normal flora. They help the body in digestion of food particles, and they help to compete and prevent other infectious bacteria from staying in the body. So they compete for their space, they compete for the nutrients, and they block other bacteria from coming to stay in our body. That is what the good bacteria does. But also, these good bacteria, they have to feed, they have to live, they have to survive. And then they feed on our mucous membrane and the food remains. Now, food remains like what we eat, like the proteins we eat, the carbohydrates we eat, anything we eat, that's what the bacteria feeds on. But the bad thing is, when those bacteria is feeding on these things, they break them down to their smallest molecules. And these smallest molecules can be amino acid or sulfur or glucose. And these smallest molecules have a very, very bad smell. So when this bacteria is hungry and they decide to feed on our food remnants by breaking them down to digestible quantity that they can absorb, that is what leads to the bad smell. Because of once they break down this protein, once they break down these fat cells, once they break down this amino acid, that gives rise to the bad breath we have. The good news is we can actually get rid of bad breath by targeting the particular areas where this bacteria lodge, and we dislodge them from there. Now, we know that bacteria lodges in between our teeth and the back of our tongue, so we can target those areas and get rid of those bacteria, thereby getting rid of bad breath. The number one thing we can do is brushing regularly. We have to brush regularly with an antimicrobial toothpaste. And we have to brush in a circular motion, because when we brush in a circular motion, we remove the bacterial film that is in our teeth, and in that process, we can get rid of bad breath. Also, using fluoride-containing antimicrobial toothpaste can help us remove bacteria from our teeth while we are brushing. The second point is flossing. Remember I said bacteria lodges in between our teeth. We need to get a floss and run it in between our teeth. Thereby, we're dislodging the bacterial plague that's formed there, and we can get away with bad breath from that process. The thing is, we can do that at least twice in a day to ensure a good breath. The third point is getting a tongue scraper. Remember I said bacteria lodges in between our teeth and at the back of our tongue. So we have to get that tongue scraper and go at the back of our tongue and scrape it, thereby removing all the bacteria that are lodged in that area, making us to have a fresh breath. The fourth point is using an antimicrobial mouthwash. This antimicrobial mouthwash can be used after we finish brushing our teeth, or we can also use it to freshen our breath. Maybe we stayed for too long without talking, we can use the antimicrobial mouthwash to freshen our breath as we like. The fifth point is diet. Let us try and inculcate more of vegetables and fruits into our diet, like apple. Taking apple can help us remove the bacterial film in our teeth, giving us a better breath. And other things we eat, like garlic or chocolate, can affect the way our mouth smells and can also predispose us to having some dental cavity and other gum disease. So let us be careful of the kind of diet we have and make sure we have more of fruits and vegetables. Healthy fruits like apple, pineapple, watermelon can help with a very good breath. Even after listing all these 5 techniques, bad breath can still occur. And number one reason for that is fasting. Let's take, for instance, you've brushed, you've flossed, you've scraped the back of your tongue, you've even used the mouthwash. But then you did not eat. You're not talking. Because your mouth is being closed and you're not eating for a long period of time, Bacteria can become more active and that can increase the smell of your mouth. Another thing on that list can be chronic disorders like diabetes. If you have diabetes, you can end up having an offensive mouth odor. Also, another thing that can cause that is dental cavities, like having a hole in your teeth. No matter how you brush, no matter what you do, if you have a dental cavity that is not being taken care of, you can also have a bad breath. If after trying all these 5 techniques and you still have a bad breath and you're not fasting, please do see a dentist to be able to rule out any underlying cause of this bad breath. Now, how do we smell our breath? People say lick your wrist and smell it. Others say blow air into your hands and smell it. But none of those methods has 100% efficiency of checking your breath. The best way to check your breath is by taking a deep breath, exhaling with your mouth open, and asking your friend to tell you what your breath smells like. Right? Please try that now. Try that now as I've spoken. Let's see what your breath smells like. Bad breath can be gotten rid of if we improve our oral hygiene and adhere to our natural treatment patterns like brushing regularly, flossing our teeth, scraping the back of our tongue with a tongue scraper, using a mouthwash, and eating a healthy diet like our fruits and our vegetables. Fruits like apple and watermelon. But if after trying all these remedies and we still find ourselves having bad breath, please do see your doctor or your dentist to find out underlying conditions that can cause you to have bad breath. If you have any questions about bad breath, please write it down in the comment section below. I'll be responding to your comments and giving you pro tips on how to have a healthy breath and living a healthy life. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we upload a new video. Follow us on all our social media platforms and do visit our website www.primebusiness.africa. I remain your host, Dr. Kelly, and until our next episode, this is Prime Health 360.